Well, thank you very much for writing everything that your father's going to say right now. I really appreciate it. You spent a lot of hours preparing.
Is this supposed to be on the video?
What?
Is this going to be on the video?
Absolutely not. This is definitely not on the video. Rabbi Wilhelm, Shalom Aleichem.
Benzir, what do you come to discuss recipes? Shabbos recipes?
What's cooking good looking? What is this over here?
This is going to be cholent. Do you make your own cholent in your house?
What is cholent?
For that, you need a whole lecture for itself. But Benzir, you know the Gemara and Kedushin and in Hilchos Shabbos, it says about the great sages, the Tanoim and the Mayroim, who would prepare themselves for Shabbos. They didn't get their maids or slaves to do it for them. If it was good enough for them,
is that why the slaves are not in this room right now?
Right, because I want to do it myself. It's a mitzvah for me to do it. I'm not giving away my mitzvah. All right, you want to discuss the recipe? What kind of meat do you use? We use short ribs.
Let's see.
And the bones are in the bottom. It's a small challenge, but you guys... Okay, anyway, let's get to the point. You didn't come to hear my recipe, right?
Actually.
You came to... you came to hear a Dvar Torah. So, I better not forget... What's going on
over here? All these distractions.
I better not forget to put in the beans.
The Torah must be really good this week because otherwise we wouldn't have all these all these obstacles.
Okay, let's get to the point. This week is the first week after Parshas, after Yetzias Mitzrayim,
Purim.
After Pesach, right? I mean, don't make the mistake and said, we're done. We got done with Pesach. No. Pesach is. You still have to live with experience and the teachings from Pesach. And on top of that, you grow with it, and you follow me around, please, right? You add some new lessons from the new events. All right, so obviously the lessons from Pesach are, and it's mentioned in this week's Parsha, Hashem loves us, and we're different than everybody else. We were a goy b'kerev goy. We were our nation amongst other nations. Hashem handpicked us out of Mitzrayim and says, you are my people. Just remember that. And today's parsha, it says, K'maisei Eretz Mitzrayim, K'maisei Canaan. No. You guys don't behave like Mitzrayim. You guys don't behave like Canaan. You're the Jewish people. You're my people. You're special. That's the first lesson that you live with. You should learn from this week's parsha from Pesach. But I saw something so beautiful about from the beginning of the parsha. The beginning of the parsha obviously talks about the Avodah Yom Kippur, and I think these two lessons could teach us a lot. Both about the Shnei Seirim. The Shnei Seirim is the Kohen Gadol had two goats, and one he brought as a sacrifice. You like that better than me?
That was one of the goats, no?
He brought that as a sacrifice to the Eibishter, and one was La'azazel, was dropped down a heavy, steep mountain. Now, listen to this. There are two beautiful lessons that I saw that you can learn from these Shnei Seirim. Number one, the Gemara says that the Shnei Seirim were exactly the same. They were beautiful. They had no mums. Everything was perfect. Until the day of Yom Kippur. On the day of Yom Kippur, as part of the Avodah, one becomes a carbon and one goes to Azazel. What's the lesson from that? Is you gotta seize the moment. You gotta make sure that when you are in Yom Kippur or you are in a spiritual high, make sure you make the right turn. And you are the carbon. And you're not, God forbid, the one that gets sent away. But then I saw another thing. In the Seder Avodah,
what does that mean? Whoa. What does that mean exactly?
What is Seder Avodah?
Here we are, it's an auspicious time, Koach Nissen. How do you seize the moment?
Seize the moment.
What do you mean? How do you tap into it?
Tap into it to ignite more life into your life. Don't let it pass by. Because there was no real big difference between the two. Just something happened, and because of some reason, this one became a carbon, and that one went to kaput. So you have to seize the moment, number one. Number two, in the order of the events, the first one got shechted like a carbon, and then the second one went to Azazel. Somebody has this written as this description. Could you imagine the two little goats over there sitting there in the Beis Hamikdash, and one sees the first one's being shechted, his blood is being spritzed, he says to himself, "Oh boy, I'm the lucky one. I'm the lucky one because I'm still alive, and look what's happening to us. It's so miserable. And then not only that, the Sar Azazel goes with our entourage. They take him Spatzirim. They take him to the mountains, and they're treating him like gold. Could you imagine what was going through that person's mind? That Sawyer's mind. Hey, look, I'm the lucky one. And what's the end? The end was this one fell into Azazel, and that one was a carbon Lashem. So I saw somebody saying, a lot of times people have questions. There are people that are taken away early, passed away early, but they are the carbon. They were elevated to be part of with Hashem. The one who's hanging around and he's seeing all the sightseeing and all that, you're wasting your time. So make sure the lessons from this parsha, the lessons that we should take along from Pesach is make sure we make the right choices and make sure we seize the moment to tap in to become closer to the Eibishter.
Wait a second, it's Koyach Nissen. How do we tap in right now?
That's exactly what the Eibishter said.
Koyach Nissen.
That's what the Rebbe said.
What's Koyach Nissen?
Tut alt was it can. Just do it. Just don't ask questions and get the job done. And that's what the Rebbe wants. That's what the Eibishter wants. And if you just do it, the Eibishter will bring us Mashiach. Let me get back to my challenge. Okay.
This stew is for you. Enjoy the Torah.
Oh, this is for you.